What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I got this comment, and I've gotten it before. And there's another aspect of this as well when it comes to the discourse around Gotham Knights. And this is people saying, stop defending this game. This and Gotham Knights are trash games, and they want to share their opinions. And I usually laugh because, number one, I have to ask, why is it a problem if I was even defending the game, which I'm not, but I wanted to basically go ahead and kind of challenge the mindset and the notion that anybody who is not negative towards a video game is defending the game. And what if I was? I mean, what is it to you? How does the game affect you if it comes out, and how does it not affect you if it doesn't come out? You see, because this exact same sentiment was actually placed on Marvel Spider-Man 2, which is a single player game, by the way, that many of these people would probably say they prefer to play but are not playing right now, yet you will not hear anything other than Suicide Squad in their mouths. So it's very interesting to see all of this together. And that's one side of the conversation. I've also seen another side saying, we don't want these live service games. These live service games don't necessarily do well. For the most part, there are only like 4 live service games or 10 live service games. There's usually an arbitrary number that are doing well right now. And I laugh and I say, that is actually a really huge misconception that has found its way around the internet. And it's terrible because I have to actually be the one that, does this. And I know somebody is going to jump in here and say, oh, so there you go again, championing, these live service games. I'm not doing it. I'm just, giving you the facts. I don't want you to live in Wonderland. And then I don't want your disappointment to be insurmountable. I actually want to give you the facts so that you can set your expectations right, so that you can actually know in reality why you're seeing these live service games. I've done the whole spiel where I told, everyone here that, if you wanted to basically figure out what's going on with these games, David Haddad is the person in charge of Warner Brothers Media Entertainment. He said he wanted to follow Ubisoft and make all their games as a service. Now, that is hard to do because what you're going to realize is when you actually make all your games live service, you're going to have to support all those games, which is very expensive. So it means all those games have to actually be hitters. But that's not the case, right? Some of them hit, many of them fail. But let's not be fooled that the ones that fail are actually as, much as we make it seem, where they're not really a lot in the market that, are not doing well. Actually, there are a lot that are doing well because one of my audience members actually said on a comment here, shout out to you, Laughing Z. He said, other than the big examples, GTA Online, the other 10 staples like FIFA, COD, how many of them were released in the last 5 years? That's a good question, but I feel like it's not a fair question. But even with that question, I went around and I looked around real quick, and I found a good number of them that have been released in the last few years that are doing well and seem to have what I think is enough following to continue to do well. And I know people will say, there are just so many gamers out there. Not everyone can play a live service game. I understand. But I think what you underestimate is actually the number of gamers out there. That's the thing that many people are not looking at. So in the last 5 years, the Division 2 might be 6 years. No, it's 5. March will make it, it's sixth year-ish, or even, Tarkov, the finals, which just basically jumped out of nowhere. Lost Ark, I don't know if it's in the last 5 years, probably. Rust, probably in the last 5 years. Genshin Impact, Valheim, Deep Rock, Galactica. This is weird because I didn't know this was a co-op game, and, I was quite shocked to find that out. Helldivers 2 comes out in a few days, in a few weeks. Overwatch 2 came out recently. Yes, it is a sequel. Diablo 4 is a sequel. But there are like another, 11 more that are not in the new category that are actually more than this 10 that we are thinking about. Because, we're different in regard to how we play these games, right? Many of us will either play these single-player games, action-adventure games, but then there are some who are hardcore RPG, and they've been playing some of these old games like Final Fantasy Online, Elder Scrolls Online, Dota, Magic the Gathering, World of Warcraft, which has been here for basically over a decade. Is I've known about World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Minecraft maybe, and then you go into the mobile side, which is where these companies are raking in some stupid money. Like, look at Honor of Kings. I don't even know. This is a Tencent game that has brought in over $18 billion. Candy Crush is now owned by Microsoft under Activision King and has brought in about $12 billion. PUBG Mobile, owned by Tencent, is at $11 billion. Monster Strike, these are all live service, heavily monetized, crappy, some even the worst monetization practices that you can find out there. and they are basically the heavy hitters. So in a business world, you would expect to see, video game companies actually attempt to do this to make money. Now, here's what I think the biggest challenge is some people think that these games are morally bad overall. They think live service games are just morally bad. They should not be a thing. I disagree with that premise, but what I think is you're conflating live service with live services that have terrible monetization practices that would cheat their customers. Those are the live services that you're actually categorizing. And the problem is there are many of them. So the ones that I'm against are the ones that would actually try to price gouge their customers and not provide anything fair. Mortal Kombat 1, not even Mortal Kombat 11. I paid $33 for that game, and I'm not spending an extra dime for that game. That's a terrible, trashy, monetized game. That's for sure. Selling $10 skins. I know somebody was telling me the other day, oh, Mortal Kombat is selling $10 skins. I'm like, yes, I play Mortal Kombat. I know, okay? I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan from my days as a young kid. I know that is trash monetization policy. I do not agree with that. I'm not spending a dime on that crap. I don't even spend money on, cosmetics and all that. So, but, specifically MK1, I'm against all that trash, if you get what I mean. Then you have some other practices like they're selling skins for $10 in Call of Duty. That's absolute nonsense. Don't play COD either way. But then some companies will give you a free-to-play game, and then in that free-to-play game, that's where you start spending money. Okay, however much money you think you want to spend, that's your choice. I don't even play games like that. Then you have the games that are actually going to sell you the game full price, and then they say they're going to give you all the DLC, but they're going to have some extra monetization in there. That is also your choice. You get to choose what you think is fair, but it's very hard for people to come out and think that all these games are just evil because they are live service games. Actually, that's not the truth. It's just because the games, for the most part, there's a side of that that's, somewhat true, but for the most part, these people are saying these things because the game is not made in their image and likeness. It's not the game they want. What I'm saying, if it's not the game you want, bounce. I'm not defending the game. Don't buy it. I'm begging you. See, I'll give you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say maybe, the game is going to be a terrible game, right? But I'm begging you, don't buy it. Please, please don't buy it. Don't buy it. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience. Don't buy it. We'll talk very soon in another video. Please don't buy it. Peace out. Don't buy Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Okay? You hate the game. It's a trash game. Don't buy it. Peace out. Don't buy it. Peace.